Welcome to Not So New News, where we discover what is hidden in newspapers from 100 years ago. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg and appeared in Letcher County's oldest newspaper, the Mountain Eagle. Volume 2, number 19, dated January 7th, 1909. This reading is from the writings done in 1909. These views are from that time period and do not necessarily reflect the modern views of Kentucky Tennessee living nor its narrator. However, we feel that all historical documents must be preserved for the future and strive not to change one word of the readings. However, if we feel that the readings are too controversial in both political or religious standing, we will either silently put up the article for viewing or will direct everyone where it can be found online. Thank you for your understanding. All advertisements are read from the Mountain Eagle in the year it was printed. Kentucky Tennessee Living does not endorse any product that is listed in the pages. However, for historical purposes, they are read and kept intact. Pound, Virginia. Frank Mullins went to Wise. Gilbert Mullins is convalescing. J.B. Boggs returned to West Virginia. It's a fine girl at R.S. Hubbard's. Mrs. Polly Rutherford had an old-fashioned quilting. Henderson Adams and Miss Ollie Countess were united in marriage. Thurston Hubbard, who had a leg broken in the boiler explosion, is able to go out some now on crutches. Pedagogue. School. I will begin a subscription school at Mouth of Millstone on January 4th, 1909, and will continue until examination of teachers in May. Special attention given to teachers' course. Tuition. Teachers' course, $2 per month. Intermediate grades, $1.50 per month. Primary, $1 per month. Good boarding can be had in private families at $1 to $1.50 per week. We'll be pleased to do all I can for those thirsting for knowledge. For information, call on or address T.G. Wright, Principal, Craftsville, Kentucky. Life 100,000 years ago. Scientists have found in a cave in Switzerland bones of men who lived 100,000 years ago when life was in constant danger from wild beasts. Today, the danger, as shown by A. W. Brown of Alexander, Maine, is largely from deadly disease. Quote, if it had not been for Dr. King's new discovery, which cured me, I could not have lived, unquote. He writes, quote, suffering as I did from severe lung trouble and stubborn cough, unquote. To cure sore lungs, obstinate coughs, colds, and prevent pneumonia, it's the best medicine on earth. 50 cents and $1 guaranteed by Whitesburg Drugstore. Try a bottle free. Notice candidates. Announcements of candidates for office will be charged for as follows. District office, $10. County office, $5. A complimentary notice will be given each candidate at the time of announcing. Communications, boasts, booms, etc. will be considered as advertisements and be charged for at 5 cents per line. The writer assuming all responsibility. Special rates by the column. Cash must accompany all such announcements, communications, etc. Gentlemen, it is, quote, up to you, unquote. The Seeds advertisement is too blurry to read. However, we have it up for everyone to view. Thousand Sticks Industrial Edition. We have for sale over 1,000 copies of the big industrial edition of Thousand Sticks, and we'll mail a copy to any address on receipt of 10 cents. Address, Thousand Sticks, Hyden, Kentucky. Williamsburg Institute. This school opens January 5th, 1909 in the new Recitation Building. Courses offered in normal work, telegraphy, and music. also in regular preparatory and college work. Faculty, one of the finest in the state. 2 girls' dormitories and 1 large dormitory for boys. Expenses low. Write to E. E. Wood, President, Williamsburg, Kentucky. Castoria, the kind that you have always bought and which has been in use for over 30 years, has borne the signature of Chat H. Fletcher and has been made under his personal supervision since its infancy. Allow no one to deceive you in this. All counterfeits, imitations, and just as good are but experiments that trifle with and endanger the health of infants and children. Experience against experiments. What is Castoria? Castoria is a harmless substitute for castor oil, paregoric, drops, and soothing syrups. It is pleasant. It contains neither opium, morphine, or other narcotic substance. Its age is its guarantee. It destroys worms and allays feverishness. It cures diarrhea and wind colic. It relieves teething troubles, cures constipation and flatulency. It assembles the food, regulates the stomach and bowels, giving healthy and natural sleep. The children's panacea, the mother's friend. Genuine Castoria always bears the signature of Chat H. Fletcher, the kind that you always bought and used for over 30 years. The Centaur Company, 77 Murray Street, New York City. Whitesburg Drugstore. Quote, the old reliable, unquote, is the place to do your trading. A full line of drugs, sundries, patent medicines, cigars, tobacco, etc. Give us a call. Prescriptions compounded on short notice. Whitesburg Drugstore, P. Y. Percival, Proprietor. Kelly Fields, Whitesburg, Kentucky. With Huntsman's Brothers Company, Bristol, Virginia. We'll call on you regularly and endeavor to please you. The very best groceries at the lowest prices, your trade earnestly solicited. Fairland organs are the best that human skill can devise or money can buy. Our wagons will bring one to your door, and you can try it in your own home. Every organ sold under positive guarantee. Do not buy until you see the Fairland. W. B. Ford, Furniture Company, Incorporated, Norton, Virginia. This concludes today's reading of the January 7th, 1909 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.